everybody and welcome to my channel. This is Danish Dynamite, and yeah, I promised you guys that I would put up a build video of what I'm using now and what I'm going to be using for Onysium, or the new, what is it called, Onysium? I can't remember. Well, the new DLC is coming out for ESO. This is the build I'm going to use for that. I'm going to use it for the new Maelstrom arena. I've tested it out on PC with one of my friends and it works wonderful. Now, this build is also very good for like solo PvP, group PvP, PvE. I've tested it all over the place and it rocks. So yeah, let's go through the stats quickly. This is unbuffed stats, and as you can see I have almost 11,000 Magicka, almost 24,000 health, and 41,000 stamina, guys. 41,000. My stamina recovery, it's rather low. It could be higher. Like right now, I'm not a vampire and not a werewolf. I will go for a werewolf, and once I got the werewolf ability on, the ultimate, it'll boost me to about 1,500, I guess. I can even push it a bit higher when I buff up, but I'll show you that later. So the weapon damage. Now this is on my one-handed shield. If I go to my two-handed, again this is unbuffed, it goes up a lot. So let's just go back to the one-handed shield. You can see here that my weapon damage is about 2300 unbuffed on my one-handed. On my two-handed it'll be close to 2900 unbuffed. You can reach 4000 weapon damage with this build, but then you have to sacrifice some stamina recovery. Now this is possible if you run this build with the Engine Guardian set. I'm not doing that right now. I'm gonna go for the Narayan set as the build is not done yet. I'm still wearing two pieces that I'm not gonna be using as soon as I get the Narayan set. The Narayan set is the one you get from Crypt of Hearts, which gives you a 10% chance to proc a crystal that damage enemy for about, I think it's 14,000 damage, so it's pretty awesome. So yeah, again on the stats, as you can see unbuffed I have about 22,000, 23,000 spell resistant and about 18,000 physical resistance, so I'm pretty damn tanky. When I buff up and I do all my dodge roll and stuff like that, it's almost impossible to get me down. Like one-on-one, you're gonna have big troubles against this build. My weapon critical is also insanely high. It's 52%. I'm on the Dark Elf. I have nowhere to get my weapon critical, so 52% is a huge amount of weapon critical. So yeah, that's the stats. I'm just gonna show you the stats when I buff up real quick. So let's go do that. And there we go. That's the stats with my buffs on my one-handed shield bar, and as you can see, my weapon damage isn't too high. Again, my stamina recovery will go up to 1700, 1800 if I go and I get werewolf, which I will. So the stamina recovery will go up. And if we go over to the two-handed, and we buff up again, sorry. You can see I have 3200 weapon damage here. And again, if you sacrifice some stamina recovery on your jewelry, like if you go for 3 pieces of just pure weapon damage, you can reach 4000 weapon damage. I find that you run out of stamina too quick if you build this way, so I won't recommend that. I would recommend the build as it is right now. I literally fucking one-hit, two-hit people all the fucking time. This build is awesome. So yeah, let's go through the let's go through the gear. Sorry, English is not my first language, so sometimes I will find it hard to find the right words. So I'm using 2 pieces of the Night Silence to get stamina. I will swap these out for the Narayan set, and as I talked about earlier, that's the set from Crypt of Heart, the Monster Helm set. So I will swap those 2 out, so keep that in mind. You can also swap them out with the Ancient Guardian. That also works very well. For yeah, I also use forget the on my other bar. I use 5 pieces of the Hunting's Rage. Actually I can just see that my stats would actually be a bit higher because my gear is damaged. So yeah, fuck that. I've already made the video. I'm not gonna go back and repair the fucking gear. No, I'm not gonna go back and repair the gear. You can see the build as it is, and I have almost about 42,000 stamina, and a bit higher weapon damage than what has been shown. So yeah, it's fine. You get the point. On my jewelry, I use Ring of Agility and Necklace of Agility, and I use them 3 with Robust. And a really good way to get these is to go to the Temple District and kill those, I think they're called Grievous Trilite. That's the best place to get them. It takes a long while. You may have to buy 1 or 2 of them. I bought 1. I got the 2 others by farming. So yeah, that's pretty much up to you guys. Yeah, as I said, this build will work wonders in the new Maelstrom arena in Vuren. Instead of using shield and sword, I would recommend that you go with a dual wield, use 2 hammers or mauls, and yeah, just steel tornado through that shit. It works perfectly. You need to have sustain there, so I would recommend that instead of using the tri-food, you use the tri-potions. Just because sustain is very important in there, and instead of using the Narainth, you can use it in there because it's very good for DPS, but I would recommend you to use the Ancient Guardian. So yeah guys, that's the 42,000 stamina and close to 4,000 weapon damage Dragon Knight build. I hope you guys enjoy, and if you have any questions or anything, leave a comment below and I'll try to get back to you. Bye.